If a vegetarian feeds their dog or their cat meat, they're often accused of being hypocritical. But at the same time, if they feed them a vegetarian diet, they're accused of imposing their own views on animals which are by nature carnivorous. Or are they? It seems to be a case of damned if you do, damned if you don't. But there's a lady named Sandy Anderson, and she's come up with a solution to this problem.
We're talking to Sandy Anderson, maker of vegan pet food. Sandy, welcome to Animals Matter.
Thank you.
Sandy, whatever made you come up with the idea of making vegan pet food?
There was a great need for vegan pet food. There was nothing like it in the market today, and people were feeding their dogs on their own home-cooked food, and I was concerned about the animals that they were feeding their own food to, because the animals were not getting the correct nutrition that was required, because as we know, cats are obligate carnivore and dogs are well, they're not obligate carnivore, they're omnivore. They can eat vegetables as well. So I decided that I would set about to try and make a nutritionally complete and balanced vegan food to feed both cats and dogs, so that they can grow and thrive happily, and people who are vegans and vegetarians and ethical people that don't want to have meat in their house can have pets too. I'm also an animal welfare person. I'm very involved with animal welfare, and I find it very hard to go out with banners and rescue animals. It breaks my heart. I find that I can help better by commercially making a stand and showing people just quietly that there's an alternative that they can have that's non-violent and is kind to animals, both your own pet and beasts of burden that are killed in slaughterhouses.
Well, without divulging your secret ingredients, can you tell us what's in the food?
The food contains all human grade products. There's it's organic where I can get it. I'd say most of the time my food would be 50% organic, and the reason why it's not 100% organic is because I'm trying to keep the price down so that the product is can be financially available for all people. Otherwise it'd be too expensive. I don't have wheat in the product because I believe wheat can cause some allergies with allergy sufferers. I primarily have rice. I grind my own rice, and I have corn and soy. They're my primary sources of protein. I have cold-pressed sunflower oil. I have all the nutrients that are required in the food. I try to provide it in a whole food state.
So does it adequately cover all of an animal's nutritional needs?
I've sourced absolutely every nutritional need for cats and dogs from a vegetable source and put it in my food, and it's available there. I've had studies done on it. It's been supervised by Murdoch University in Perth. Dr. Nick Costas did he's the Dean of the Veterinary Faculty there. He did the write-up on it, and he was very impressed with it, and I think it surprised him. I know it surprised him. And I believe that it's got absolutely everything in it, and so does he.
What would be the best way of introducing dogs and cats to a vegan diet?
I say to most of my customers, start very slowly. Any change must be slowly. If you have a little pup and you bring your pup home, that pup's suffering, losing mum, leaving his brothers and sisters, leaving his home and coming to a new home. I think it's just too much to change the pup's diet too. So that pup or kitten should come home on the diet the breeder or wherever you buy it recommend, what they've been feeding the kitten or the puppy on. And once the kitten and the puppy is established in the home and they're happy and they feel like they've got their feet, well then you start with your vegetarian and you bring it in in, say, 20% increments.
So what would you say to any critics who might say that it's not natural to feed a carnivorous animal this way?
A protein molecule's a protein molecule. So I know my food is replacing what's needed for the cat and dog. So the cat and dogs are not suffering not eating the meat.
And how can our viewers obtain your product?
Oh, you can contact me on my website, which is veganpet.com.au, or you could ring me.
Well, it really is a terrific product, and Sandy, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.